What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D, and once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. So Donald Trump went to the stock exchange today to ring the opening bell. So I guess he's over there celebrating Joe Biden's economy. But of course, Donald Trump is not going to say that. He is taking credit for all of the good things that's happened even while he wasn't president. He's out there saying the only reason the stock market went up is because everyone thought that Donald Trump was going to become president. I guess they've been thinking that for the last 4 years because we've seen record profits in the stock market for all 4 years that Joe Biden has been president. It is like 20,000 points higher than when Donald Trump left office. But okay, Donald Trump is trying to take credit for it. But at the New York Stock Exchange, Donald Trump starts telling a story about gas prices and grocery prices and how he's going to make everything go down again. And then he tells this story, a story that he has told once or twice now on the campaign trail. And now he's telling it again. And it's an absolute lie. It's actually crazy that he's telling this story because it proves, like, the story itself proves he doesn't have any idea about anything he's talking about. And it also proves he's lying.
Oil and gas. There is no country in the world that has more. We're number one. I brought it to number one during my first term in terms of production. We're going to be number one plus. We'll do numbers that nobody will really see before. And when that happens, prices are going to start coming down because people can't afford their groceries, and they're going to be affording their groceries very soon. I tell the story about a woman who, an old woman, no money, went to a grocery store, had 3 apples. She put them down on the counter, and she looked, and she saw the price, and she said, "Would you excuse me?" And she walked one of the apples back to the refrigerator and came back to pay for the 2 apples, and she left with 2 apples. And the woman at the counter said that was so sad. And when I heard about the story, I said that should never happen.
So let's analyze this for a second. Donald Trump hears a story because at first he tries to pretend like he was there for it. There was a couple times he's told this story like he was there. And it's like, yeah, Donald Trump is just standing in line at some regular grocery store while regular people are just standing around buying their groceries. But now he's starting to kind of hint to the fact that someone told him this story. So he was told this horrible story about a woman who couldn't afford to buy 3 apples, so that she took one of them back to the refrigerator and put it away. Now, many people have pointed out apples aren't in the refrigerator. They're not, okay? But let's go past that. Why is it that Donald Trump thinks that everyone in America could afford anything they wanted until Joe Biden became president? Like, were there no poor people going into stores, counting how much money they have in their account, looking at how much things cost, and then having to put things away? That never happened until Joe Biden became president. I mean, this horrible story about this poor old lady who couldn't buy 3 apples is just, it makes him so sad that he's going to fix that. We're going to have a country where no one is going to have a problem buying 3 apples. That's crazy, bro, because we've never had that. We've never had a country where every single person can just walk into a grocery store and buy everything that they need. But hey, let's see Donald Trump make that happen. Okay. So much about this story that is just crazy, right? So this lady, we're to believe that the price of the apples weren't near the refrigerator where she got them, so she didn't realize the price of these apples until she walked up to the counter. Now, apples are typically anywhere between, like, if you're buying an apple, because they're usually sold by the pound, but let's say you're buying an apple, depending on the grocery store you go to, it's going to be like 30 cents to $1, right? Anywhere between there. So you're telling me this lady had $2 and not 3, but if she only had enough money on her to buy 3 apples, but didn't look for the price until she got to the stand. Like, if you're so broke that you don't even know if you're going to have enough to buy 3 apples, wouldn't you look before you went to the line? I mean, This guy just lies and then tells more lies and more lies and lies to clean up other lies. And these people actually believe this shit. Like, this is going to be a crazy 4 years. We're going to have to deal with all the lies Donald Trump is telling. Like, literally, it'll be raining right on us and he'll say it's not raining. And the MAGAs will say he's right, it's not raining. Like, gas prices will stay stagnant and he'll say it's lower. And the MAGAs will say, yeah, it is. Grocery prices, same thing. He'll say it's lower. They'll say, yeah, it is. It is going to be a crazy 4 years. Buckle up. Get your alcohol out or whatever you do the cope, hopefully not drink, the cope, but whatever it takes for you, because we're going to see a lot of this. We're going to see a lot of this craziness for the next 4 years. And hopefully in 2 years, we win back the House and the Senate. And then we ride out the last 2 years, get rid of this dude and move on in America. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.